Top of it, top of it. Um, this video here is going to be concerning why um the the kittens or the kevies are such a full of force, such a full force, and you know why Kevin or Kitten Samuels has um followers anyway. And the reason why, especially, you know what I mean, why the Manosphere got clicks, and they can sell merch with Coach Gang and Masculine Mercenaries and the CIA and all that, the whatever clicks out there. And the reason why that is because men now are getting information that their father should have gave them. You understand? So, you know what I mean? Their fathers didn't give them the information. And to me, I didn't grow up around my father, but I had access to my father. And I was constantly around older guys. And so older guys gave me the information that you guys are just not hearing, and you think it's a game. See, every time I talk to a person about, whether it's online or in person, about Kevin Samuels, they defend Kevin Samuels as if it's their father. So if you talk about my father, I'm going to defend him to the utmost. Now, this is a picture of King Griffith Jr., King Griffith Sr. I just need this for the picture to make a point. So, due to the lack of a black man, because most of the guys who really cape for Kevin Samuels or who really cape for anyone in this space, you know what I mean? You it appears as if you looking for a father figure, whether consciously or subconsciously. You need to have a sense of direction. And which is funny, I hear you guys talk about high value males, and women need to submit. But brother, you got things you gotta get squared away before you even thinking about dating a woman. You got daddy issues. And so how in the world, in Manosphere people, how are you in good conscience going to fault a female for having daddy issues, and you got the same daddy issues? You got the same mommy issues. You dig what I'm saying? And so, I suggest in videos past, hey man, forgive your parents, mother and father. Because, and individuals want to talk about single mothers, and you can't blame who's not there and all that little foolishness. Well, you know what I mean? I would say this. Where's the fathers? Where your father? Well, he ain't here. You can't blame who's not there. Well, wait, now. If the mother can do nothing, because the mother really can't do nothing with a 15-year-old boy. He is bigger, physically stronger. But the father, if he was there in his life from the beginning, he had some control. He had some control. So when y'all talk this yam about single mothers, and you say, well, you can't blame who ain't there for it. Yes, you can. You can say, well, so his mother can't. Well, so where's the father? He's not there. Whoa. Oh. And the fact that he's not there, that's the problem. Because with a father, the father gives the boy self-esteem. I have a son. I see my son and talk to him just about every other day or when he needs something. So when I go see him and I go and we work out in the mornings or whatever we're going to do, he knows with me that he's loved. He going to get checked, corrected, and encouraged. And he has the type of attitude or arrogance of a confident child. See, a lot of individuals he's around, you know, their fathers, they either grew up without a father or their fathers didn't do the same thing I did. And so, with the fathers not instilling this self-esteem that, you know, or the confidence that you have to approach a woman and to really conquer your fears, then, you know, now all of a sudden, you know, you waiting on choosing signals. See, everybody talk about, you know what I mean? I heard Sister Ali on an interview, and she said something very interesting. She said the manosphere is came about rejected men. She said rejected or frustrated men. So, but she didn't blame it on the black woman though. Because as a man, the worst person you can be rejected from is your father. And you found out early, or whatever the case may be, you know, when you got too big for mama and it was time for you to go there with daddy. You understand me? Daddy said, no, you gotta check with his wife. Yeah, check with his wife. So you felt that, shoot, man, that's my daddy. No, he answers to a woman. And because your father's other girlfriend and or wife, now you have this vitriol towards black women. Now you can't wait to jump on a black woman. Oh, a modern woman don't want to submit. No, she don't want to submit to a guy who ain't even sure of himself. You're indecisive as a man. You lack self-esteem as a man. You lack a sense of direction as a man. You scared to walk as a man. That's why you cape for Kevin Samuels, because he appears to be a man, but still, if you really look underneath and know what to look for, he's just like you guys. He just got a bigger platform. It don't take a man. I mean, the man I came up with, whatever Kevin Samuels is talking about, that's old news. That's, you know, I known this information since I was 10. No, I take it back. Since I was 14. Everything you guys talking about in the manosphere today, I known about since I was 13 to 14 years old. It wasn't no red pill. It wasn't no social media. It wasn't none of this stuff. You understand? Men, my grandmother, the men, you know, she made sure I was around men. She made sure I did manly stuff. I had to go out there and fish and, you know, get corn and, you know what I mean, fix cars and stuff like that. Be around some men. Because she couldn't teach me nothing. And when I would go around my father, around men, ride with my uncles, everything was around men. I seen how women act. I seen how women interacted towards men. And she said something very, very particular in this in this interview that I saw. When y'all say black women are masculine, but they ain't masculine on the job, so they're selectively masculine. But I already knew that. It didn't take Kevin Samuels to let me know that. I knew that off the meat rack. By observing women, interacting with women, and seeing how women interact with my friends and family. You dig what I'm saying? So a chick can be, you know what I mean? Some chicks were feminine on the job and feminine at the house, submissive at the job and submissive at the house. But if the woman like you, she's going to be submissive. More times than not. All right? So, fellas, get your mind right as it relates to your father. And a lot of stuff will become easier. You don't have resentment towards the mother. If you do, you need to forgive that too. But your biggest resentment is toward the father. Why? Because he means the most. Your father means the most. Your mother, yeah, you love your mother. You love her. But your father, especially if you are a junior, especially if y'all got the same name, you're like him and you want to be, you're going to idolize this man. And you should learn from this man. A lot of pimps, we don't say a lot of pimps, like Iceberg Slim. Iceberg Slim had a awakening when he lost Henry. His mother was in on the con with this pimp on Henry. And, you know, Henry wasn't that good looking, but he was a good father. And Iceberg Slim loved Henry. And the moment he saw that woman pull a con on the man he loved the most, he knew women weren't nothing. And he vowed to him. He vowed to himself. He vowed to himself that a woman would never do that. That's what encouraged the pimping. See, as black men, we talk about BWs and modern women and stuff like that, and you don't take none of their past into account. All of a sudden, a woman should just see you and all of a sudden submit. See you where she ain't had no past, she ain't went through nothing, she ain't seen no trauma, nothing that there was no singular event that shaped her drive. You don't think of none of that. Only thing you know, well, she should submit to me, and you know, she just gonna do it. No, she probably seeing what they're doing, don't want no parts of it. She seen what they do. See, a lot of y'all guys see a father in the home, especially when they deal with these women. You dig what I'm saying? You can't take that, because a father in a woman that you like's life and grew up, he is going to set the bar so high. Well, sweetie, if he can't do nothing, he can't do this, and don't even talk to him. If he ain't got a car, don't even waste. You know, when he, as a man in high school, he ain't got a car, so what? 18 and up, that man need to have at least a car. If he ain't got no car, you don't need to date him. And so these fathers are telling their daughters this. These fathers are not telling their daughters, you know, you need to go to college and find you a husband. No, they're telling these daughters to go to college and get you an education. See, y'all think it's the mothers, it's the fathers. See, and as men, we don't understand how much we refuse to accept the power that the man has in the community and in the state of black people. I don't get Edward Anderson, who was talking about the gardocracy and don't understand the power that the father has. The men set the culture. The men do. I saw this video on the welfare state that was born like 1978, and Thomas Sowell, I guess he was an economics professor at UCLA. Now he was now he's professor at Stanford. Speak on these things, and you know, and what is correct. See, we thought welfare took the father out the home. But what this video has shown was that, you know, welfare encouraged men not to work because financially they could do better. And so if the system was in place, the welfare system was in place in 1930 due to the Depression. Okay? So now, because, wasn't no jobs and, the government had to do something with the massive unemployment, that's when SSI was Social Security income, or Social Security after you finished working was established and things of that nature. Now, the deterioration of the black culture started around 1965 when the welfare state would start being corrupted by the people who were supposed to help, the supporting, the contractors, the programmers, the institutions that it employed. You understand me? It started corrupting the community. But black men were not leaving the house because of welfare. See, that's another lie that was told. But now, a man would be incentivized to not work and collect welfare to feed his family. Very, very interesting video. I don't know how to click the link in the description, so whatever. But that was back in, that picture was in 1978. 40 some years ago. So what's the problem now? What's the problem in 2000 and beyond? We got 21 years. So what's the problem now? What's the excuse now? Matter of fact, we're going to go back to 1990. So what's the excuse? What's the excuse? The average woman was probably, if she's 40, she was 10. She was 10. So again, those individuals who was on welfare then, and it was generational welfare recipients, they still on welfare. We don't even count those. That's such a small percentage of. That is such a minute part of the population. We don't even count those. Black men going to jail. Well, question: where were the fathers? Where were the fathers? You understand? So now you say, well, the black woman should just, be careful who she laying down with. Well, I'm gonna say this. Well, you gotta. Why would a man make a baby and then do something stupid to go to jail? See, this, and understand something. The welfare state. The welfare, especially as it relates to black culture, those were women who were mothers as teenagers, and you had black young males who was fathers as teenagers. But that's just such a small portion of the black community today. If we're gonna use times, you don't say. Since 2000, that's 20 years. So if you was 30, you were 10 years of age. You don't know nothing. In the year 2000, you was 10. So I'm gonna keep on saying it. Everybody want to talk about check the black woman, and I'm saying that black men set the tone. Men set the tone. And in this manosphere, what I'm hearing, man, I can hear the single mother in y'all voice. When y'all cape for another man, and another man got to tell y'all to do the work as if it's gospel. And then, too, you have some men who have fathers in the home, still cape for this man, but that's due to a lack of self-esteem, lack of confidence, want to hate the woman. Want to hate the black woman because they won't submit, they won't smile for it. You know, you may say, well, she submissive to the job. Brother, you submissive too. You don't go around putting your dog on around at the job. You don't go around beating your chest talking about why these folk ain't submitting. Why your boss ain't submitting to you? Why this white guy ain't submitting to you? You ain't saying none of that. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is, you know what I mean? For every black man that talks about the white daddy, the black man and the black woman got the same daddy, and it's the white man. Period. Period, point blank. And if you don't believe us, hey man, you know what? Suppose if white people just, you know what, we just gonna leave y'all be. Starting today, we just gonna leave y'all be. Leave y'all be. We ain't entering y'all affairs. You know what I mean? You generate $1.9 trillion, so that's like the 9th largest economy in the world. So y'all can do pretty well with yourself. Hey man, go over there. The 8 states, we're gonna give you the 8 states with an outlet to the sea, just like Elijah Muhammad stated. Cause it seemed like a pretty good idea. We want to uplift you. We want to uplift you. So you know what? Have at it. Due to the culture deterioration, you know, we'll be running right back to them. I mean, I ain't going over there with them. I ain't going over there doing business with them. The unforgiveness of black fathers has caused a space where other individuals, you know what I mean, they hate women because they don't want to say they hate their fathers. In order to say they hate their fathers, they have to admit that they hate themselves. See, don't no man growing up talking, I'm gonna be like my mama. No, man grow up want to be like their fathers. And I tell my son every day, don't be better than me. You handsome, good looking, active in the trafficking, marvelously made. You one of the best gamers in the world, son. Do better than me. I ain't have half the stuff you got. So don't, being like me. Be better. You understand? So until we fix, you know what I mean? Until as men, we can come to grips with forgiving our fathers, the manosphere will always be like it is. Our women will always be how they are towards us. If you think they're masculine. See, hey man, hang on, keep on rambling, man. Hey man, appreciate y'all time, man. If you can, man, hey man, forgive your fathers, man. Forgive your fathers, man. They're just men. They're just men. And if they're, long around, they're dead or whatever, you still got to forgive them in your heart. Period. If not, you don't still carry this anger and this resentment and this lack of self-esteem and this lack of confidence. You carry that to your woman. You carry all that BS to your woman and you wonder why your woman don't give you no play. Talk to y'all later.